Vidmaster Title is available in Destiny 2, and this has arrived as part of the 30th anniversary pack. Well, this one is a reference to Bungie's days working on Halo 3 and ODST, but now you can proudly display your Vidmaster Credentials in Destiny 2. Well, today I'm going to run through all the triumphs you need to obtain the Vidmaster Title, plus give you a few hints and tips along the way. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And roughly 98% of viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, titles and seals are a great way of showing off your dedication in Destiny 2, whether it's focused on Trials of Avarice, a particular raid, a season, or an event like this one. So with the 30th anniversary drop recently, we got a new title to chase, and once we've completed all the triumphs for the associated title, then we're going to know the ins and the outs of the 30th anniversary pack very, very well. So as well as the title itself, we also get another benefit from this one. So we get access to Thy Fearful Symmetry, and that is a helmet ornament for all three classes, and this bursts into flames when you're near enemies. So as well as showing off your Vidmaster Credentials with the title itself, you also get this really, really nice ornament. So we don't know at the moment when the 30th anniversary content will expire, although Joe Blackburn did take to Twitter recently to say it's not going anywhere anytime soon, and also Bungie recently announced in today's TWAB that we're going to be able to enjoy the 30th anniversary pack all throughout 2022. So you've probably got a little bit more time to complete the Vidmaster Title and all the triumphs. So it's definitely not going to leave the game when Witch Queen drops in February 2022. However, I would try and get the title done ASAP, as it could be removed throughout 2022 and you don't want to miss out. Well, you can find the available titles in the Triumphs tab, and you can see them there along the bottom. So inspect the 30th anniversary title, and you can see your Triumph objectives, plus all of your progress against them. So here are the 10 Triumphs you're going to need to complete. So let's see what you'll be taking home. Fateful Spin, Repeat Winner, Special Guest Star, Old Friends, Old Couch, Daring Displays, Paraversal Prize, Grasp of Avarice Complete, and Outfly the Wolves, and also the Richest Dead Man Alive. So let's go through the triumphs one by one, and for the trickier ones, I'll give you some hints and tips. But if you want to ask any questions down there in the comments, feel free to do so, and I will get back to you with the answer if I can. So first of all, we got Let's See What You'll Be Taking Home. So this one is fairly straightforward. You just need to gather 20 treasure keys from Dares of Eternity, and they drop from the chest at the end. Then you want to open up the loot chest in Xur's treasure room in Eternity. Well, next up we got Fateful Spin. So for this triumph you need to complete the 3 variations of Legend Dares of Eternity. So this rotates each week on Tuesday, so do be aware that you can't do this in one sitting. It's time gated and split over 3 weeks. Well, next up we got Repeat Winner. So this is another straightforward one. Just kill the final boss in Dares of Eternity 20 times. Well, next up we got Special Guest Scar. So this is probably one of the most challenging ones. Not because it's difficult, but because you have to rely on RNG. So sometimes during the final round of Dares of Eternity, you get entered into the lightning round, and that is similar to triggering a heroic public event. More challenging enemies come in, and one of them is named Xur's Chosen. So Xur's Chosen spawns at the start of the second wave of enemies, so it's worth keeping your eyes peeled for this particular enemy. So it's tricky because it's a large invisible Minotaur, so for the Vex and the Hive encounters, this spawns near where you enter the room, and for the Cabal encounter it appears where the boss spawns, up on the middle platform. And then to complete this triumph you have to kill Xur's Chosen 3 times. Well, next up we got Old Friends, Old Couch. So for this one you have to complete Dares of Eternity on Legend mode with between 2 and 4 players in your fire team. So if you've got 1, 5 or 6 then this isn't going to count. So what you can do is find some friends or some clanmates. That's probably the easiest and best option. Or you can use Bungie's LFG app and let people know you're trying to complete Old Friends, Old Couch. And I managed to find a team looking to do this in about 5 minutes. Well, next up we got Daring Displays. So here you need to complete 15 Star Horse bounties. And it's worth noting that you can only hold 1 at a time. And I did a range of daily and weeklies. It did take a little bit of grinding, but it was pretty simple. Just follow the objectives on the bounties, and given they are Star Horse bounties, you want to have a chat with Star Horse in Xur's treasure hoard to pick up the bounties themselves. Well, next up we got Paraversal Prize. So here you have to earn the Forerunner exotic sidearm. So this one has an exotic quest in its own right, and it has its own separate guide, and you can find that on the channel. So Forerunner is a reprised version of the Magnum pistol from Halo, and the mission itself takes you through the Dares of Eternity, plus you get a very nostalgic mission at the end, where you tread some very familiar steps related to Halo and the Master Chief. So check out the link to the full guide, and that is on screen. Well, next up we got Grasp of Avarice Complete. So this triumph is another straightforward one. It's completing the Grasp of Avarice dungeon, and you can find that one in the Cosmodrome. But for this you do need to own the 30th anniversary pack, given the dungeon is locked behind the paid content. Well, next up we got And Outfly the Wolves. So here you have to get the exotic rocket launcher Galahorn, and again this one has a specific quest related to it. So Galahorn is a returning exotic weapon from Destiny 1, and arguably the most powerful exotic in Destiny history, and it's returned in an even more powerful state, which is slightly unbelievable, but here we are. Again, check out the link to the full guide, and that is on screen. Well, finally, we've got the Richest Dead Man Alive. So here you have to gather all 12 of Wilhelm's 7 messages in the Grasp of Avarice dungeon. So these are little voice messages you can find in the dungeon, and some of them, they're fairly obvious, and some of them not so. So this can be achieved in one run, albeit you will need to do a little bit of hunting. You can check out this full guide to where they all are, and you can find that on screen. So once you've completed the 12 triumphs, then you can pick up the Vidmaster title and proudly wear it. And don't forget, once you've completed it, go to Zur in Zur's treasure hoard, and he's going to have that ornament waiting for you, so you're going to be able to pick that up, and you'll have one for each class. So finally today, let's have a look at what Vidmaster is. So Vidmaster is a reference to Bungie working on Halo 3 and ODST, and across the two games there were 7 very difficult challenges to complete. And if you managed to finish them, you got a very rare recon armor that could only be obtained by winning a screenshot contest or by being a Bungie team member on Bungie Day in 2009. Well, let me know in the comments what you think of the Vidmaster title, and also let me know if you managed to get that recon armor back in Halo 3 and ODST days. Also, if you've got any questions about any of the triumphs, post them in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Well, that is it for this guide for how to get the Vidmaster title in Destiny 2, and as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
The great steed who trots between the realms thanks you for playing with us tonight.